let them bring you down, cause then you be on a level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't get too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Yeah, listen.
Hey, I'm John.
And I'm Jonathan.
Welcome to the Formula.
What up, guys? Welcome back. We've been gone for a while, but
Been going for a minute.
This 2020 has not been nice to anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Including us.
Yeah. I thought I was, usually I think I'm the one to escape everything. You know what I'm saying? Usually the flu, but 2020 is just a beast.
Yeah, because you decided to get the coronavirus.
Oh, man. Coronavirus. This shit is real. It's real.
Is it real, though? Because people are saying it's a hoax.
Bro, listen. I've talking to some of my friends that still like, oh, yeah, I get it. It's real, but it ain't that bad. Yeah, it's that bad, bro. It's killing people.
All right,
and so the flu. Not as much as the coronavirus killing people.
Do you know how you contracted it?
So no, man. So unfortunately, guys, a lot of people know this because I don't put that stuff on Facebook, anything like that. But I did get the coronavirus. It's no fun. Don't know how I contracted it. I just don't know how. I talked back with some of the people that I was around without face masks. And nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You're really careful too.
Yes.
Very cautious.
I slipped up one time, and that's why I slipped up one time. So in October, the beginning of October, I went to pick up a vending machine, and went over to Fayetteville. I have family in Fayetteville as well, so I went over to Fayetteville to pick up this vending machine, and when we got out to get the vending machine to put it on the truck, the guy was showing me how to actually operate the vending machine, how to change the prices, all that. And I didn't have my mask on. So he was a younger guy in his 20s. So then, well, let me back up. So first, the kids, it was me and the kids. My wife had to work. So the kids had to use the bathroom. We was like right in Fayetteville. So I was like, and my son was like, I got to go really bad, Dad. So I pulled off on the side, got out, and went to a store. We didn't grab our mask. We just kind of went into the door, went on the first aisle, right beside the door. Nobody was in the store. Went on the side, went into the bathroom, used the bathroom, washed their hands, left.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to get the vending machine. Didn't have a mask on, but we wasn't that close together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then I went to my cousin's house. They're older, so I know they're really careful as well. Didn't put a mask on. And then we came home. That was the only time we've been outside of our house without a mask. So that was on Saturday. Tuesday, I kind of felt like a little scratchy.
In your throat?
In my throat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm about to get a cold, normal. So I woke up Wednesday. My wife was home. I was like, I'm about to take the day off because my wife home just to have a day off.
Mm-hmm.
But when I woke up, dude, it hit me.
So you felt
immediately.
So you had symptoms?
Immediately.
He had a fever.
Bro, I woke up freezing. Hurting. My body was hurting. My head was hurting. Wednesday morning. Head, body, everything hurting. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, what's going on? So I got the thermometer. Shout out to Wells Fargo for their package they sent me. But I got the thermometer. Check my temperature, 102.
That doesn't sound good.
I'm like, babe, I got a fever, dude. She's like, Jonathan, you might got the coronavirus. I said, come on, babe, don't say that.
Well, your wife works in the medical field.
Yeah, she's a nurse.
So she might have a better idea as far as detecting, what you got, what you don't
Yeah,
got.
because I told him, I said, dude, I'm freezing, like freezing. So
You can see it too when you looked at him.
about 20 minutes later, I'm paranoid now, 20 minutes later, I got the thermometer again to check my temperature. 102.3. I said, babe, I got 102.3 is going up. She's like, all right, you need to take some ibuprofen. You need to get tested. So, yeah, I went ahead and made an appointment, but my appointment that day was Wednesday. Made an appointment for Friday because that was the soonest appointment they had. So I went online trying to get an appointment at the Walgreens, and they didn't have an appointment. But I just kept looking around. Like, I don't care if I got to go to Dallas. Dallas, North Carolina. I don't care if I got to go to Winston-Salem. I'm getting this test like today or tomorrow. I don't want to wait any longer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept try the Walgreens closest to me. So I had to come back to it because they didn't have any appointments available. And somehow there was one appointment available the next day. So I took that appointment and got tested. So that was on Friday. I got tested. Friday got tested. And Saturday I got my results. Saturday morning. And it was positive.
So when you woke up, was there any trouble breathing?
Mm-mm.
Was there nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
So the symptoms so far was just you were freezing to death,
Mm-hmm.
and your throat was it was bothering you a little bit.
No, my throat was fine. I was freezing.
You had the
headache, body, my whole body, like
body ache.
Yeah, body. My back was aching.
Did you lose your sense of smell?
So that came later. So I talked to my brother-in-law, and he's like, "Man, this is what you should expect." Because my brother-in-law, he's in medical school as well, so this is what you should expect. Whatever. And sure enough, on day 5, he said that I should expect my smell and my taste to go. Day 5,
It went.
I woke up because every day, because literally every day I slept. Like that day I woke up, only thing I ate that morning was an orange and like a bunch of, a little bunch of grapes. That's it. The afternoon I didn't eat anything because I was sleeping all day.
Mm.
Like I get up, use the bathroom, get some water. That's it. And I was sleeping. And then, so that went on for like three days, man, not eating anything. And then, like I said, about day 5, about day 4, I started feeling a little better. Still the fever was gone, and every morning I would spray my room because my wife slept on the couch. The kids stayed out of the room, so I was quarantined in my room. Everybody was confined away from me. So
you was quarantining within the
Yes.
quarantine.
Yes. Yeah. So my wife, she couldn't, no one could go anywhere, kids couldn't go to daycare. My mother-in-law couldn't go anywhere. She just stayed in her room like all the time. It was wild. It's weird.
And how long? For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Everybody was on lockdown. 2 weeks.
Everybody was on lockdown for 2 weeks, man. But that one particular morning, woke up, sprayed my bed like I do every morning, spray Lysol, spray my bed, sprayed all around, sprayed in the bathroom, all around. You know how the mist of the Lysol, you sprayed up there, hit me in my face. Didn't smell it.
Mm.
I said, hold on, that ain't right. Because I felt the mist hit my forehead. That ain't right. I sprayed the Lysol right in my nose. I said, babe, I can't smell.
Dude, why are you listening to Trump, dude?
Bruh.
Like, you're not supposed to inject Lysol inside
I
of
was
you.
just trying to smell, my dude.
So by the time you lost your smell, you already were feeling better.
I started feeling better, yeah. I started, like, my fever was gone. My
You didn't
aches
have
wasn't
the-
as bad.
You didn't have the headache in the body.
No,
ache.
the headaches wasn't as bad. I just felt like I had that sick feeling. Like you just didn't want to get up. You know what I mean? That kind of feeling.
But then you lost your taste. You lost
Then
your
I
smell.
lost my smell and taste. But,
So then you had to deal with that.
Yes. I went in the bathroom, grabbed my my mouthwash, kind of puffed it in my nose.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
I couldn't smell anything. I could feel the alcohol. A little burn of the alcohol from the puff, That's it. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. That was the weirdest feeling. Did
that cause you to lose your appetite already more so than you?
No, because I wasn't eating that much up to that point anyway. Then that night I actually ate some food. I forgot what we had, but something with some French fries and I used my ketchup and this fry sauce we have. And the fry sauce is kind of like a savory, spicy. And I couldn't tell the difference between the two sauces. And I said, okay, now my taste is gone. Mm-hmm. Like all I could taste was salt. I knew it was salty. Mm-hmm. That's the only taste that I could taste was salt. And I was like, oh, dude, this is the weirdest thing ever.
That's the time to go on a cleanse. And it don't taste nasty.
So you can confirm that this was actually coronavirus, and that these were symptoms that you've never experienced before. Anytime you've ever gotten sick,
never experienced like loss of smell or loss of taste.
How long did it take for that to come back?
The smell came back about a week and a half later.
A week and a half?
Holy
Yo.
They smell nothing, bro. Nothing. It's the weirdest thing.
What about your taste? How long did that take to come back?
That took about the same, about a week. A little bit less time, actually. Just a little bit less time. Yeah. That's the smell part was the weirdest thing.
Did it come back gradually or just all of a sudden it was better?
Yeah, I just one morning, Alicia was cooking. And I was like, babe, I can smell you cooking. I can smell it though. It was at dinner time. I was like, babe, I can smell you cooking. I can smell it. Because I'm still confined in the room, Mm-hmm. So I can't be wandering
right.
Wandering around. So yeah, I can smell the cooking. Yeah. It's crazy.
Was there any medication?
None.
You didn't take any medication?
Nope.
So you just got it and you just
thugged it out.
They don't have any medication.
Yeah, they don't have anything.
Oh, well, apparently.
Yeah.
Some people get it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to be a celebrity or a politician or rich or,
right.
But
then
apparently some people getting some kind of treatment. I don't know what that entails, but.
Yeah. It was done overnight for those people, right?
Apparently.
Apparently.
So now that you have had hands-on contact, they've come out with a vaccine that they're saying is 90-something% sure. Would you take it?
No.
I don't want to take it either.
I'm not
taking. Big on.
What people don't understand, bro, is like you can't. Us as black people, we already seen our race exposed to the government giving us purposely these types of infertility, making us sterile on purpose right here in North Carolina. Not too long ago, like maybe a decade ago, this was happening. Purposely giving us syphilis to see what it's gonna do. And that's what like really pisses me off when people say, that we should just let go of things. No, dude, like that altered that probably altered our genetics. That altered our mentality, our trust levels. So we can't trust the people that's supposed to be protecting us, the government. But it alters a lot. But some people just feel like it's not a big deal. It happened back in the day. We should forget. Like it can't happen again. Like I'm not taking that vaccine.
I don't trust anybody really, for one. Two, I heard one of the vaccines only prevents the symptoms and doesn't actually prevent you from getting the virus. 3, it happened too quickly. So I don't know if it went through the proper protocol or the proper, you know how the FDA has to approve everything and it has to go through a process. Because they fast tracked it. I'm kind of skeptical about how effective it really is and if it really works or if it doesn't work. Right. You know,
everybody should be. We just can't put anything.
You got to be cautious.
Man.
You got to be cautious. I mean, I'm not saying I'm an anti-vaxxer. What I'm saying is I don't know if I would take this one.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an anti-vaxxer either. I mean,
I'm not.
Certain things like polio. You
know, right. Yeah. That chicken pox.
You know.
Right. I mean, it's you.
Not the chicken pox. I didn't take the chicken pox. But
I got the chicken pox one time. So
yeah. It's that makes you susceptible to getting shingles.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Then what's the side effects of this vaccine, if there are any?
That is what a lot of these medicines, a lot of these vaccines, the side effects are out of control.
Is it gonna be like
to the point where?
I'm about to say, is it gonna be like the commercial? They're gonna say list out all the side effects.
Right, may cause death. Well, why am I taking this? If I'm trying to prevent myself from dying, may cause death. One of the side effects.
Right.
Headache,
hiccups, death. Right.
Vomited. Right. You just covered up the death part, buddy.
Right. Yes, it's a trust factor, and then they expedited this whole thing, and then
too fast.
It's just too many. It's just too much going on for me to be I'll just blindly, you know, support.
We still don't know what the long-term effects of the disease is. Period.
That's the thing.
Mm.
Is it just like a cold? You know, is it just like the flu or not? You know,
So this is something that I've been experiencing. Every now and again, while I had COVID, just not a lot though, but a little bit, I just felt heaviness on my chest.
Yeah, they say that.
Not that I was like short of breath. I could breathe normal, everything, but it just felt like a pressure on my chest. And I still get that periodically.
And you never got that before coronavirus?
Nope. So I'm like, dude, I know I gained a few lbs, but I'm like, do I need to, I'm going to work out just to make sure that I'm about to get back on my grind, lose a few pounds, and see if that helps out, or is this the effects of coronavirus?
When I went to the DMV last week, which is a very different experience since coronavirus.
Since corona, yeah.
The lady who was behind me in line, she, I'm friendly, so I talk to everybody everywhere. She had her mask on, I had my mask on, but she was telling me about how she had coronavirus. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
She was telling me about how she had coronavirus, and essentially what you are saying that you experienced was what she experienced. And because we were talking about you because I was telling you before that she's an efficient, and I was telling her how my cousin does the same thing, and
she's official, football official, basketball official. Gotcha.
Yeah, and she was saying, how she's really in shape because she has to, run around and chase behind, the players and everything, and how she experienced the same thing, the heaviness on her chest, and how she had to, because she also has asthma. She really made some extensive check-ins on her respiratory health because she could feel the difference of what was going on from before she had the virus to afterwards,
right? And
how she still was having some residual effects from that also,
right? Yeah, it's no joke, man.
And that's the thing. We don't know the long-term effects about coronavirus. So people are like, oh, why we got to shut down everything? Well, we got to figure this out first. Let's figure this out.
Exactly. Let's figure it out.
Let's figure this out. Let's do some studies. Let's figure this out. And then, and two, let's get rid of it. So it's like you don't even want to wear a mask, but
Let's stay your punk ass inside the house.
at this point,
Right.
no, but at this point, that's really the only thing we could do right now.
Right.
That's the least we could do if you want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of it, and then we could open everything back up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't want to take the proper steps to get rid of it, you really don't have a right to complain about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And people are still. I heard, because I see like clips of nurses.
Mm-hmm.
And their experience, and they're like, yo, we tell them that they have coronavirus, and they be like, nah, it's something else, and the nurse is like, do you want to call anybody, because it's not looking good for you? Like, do you want to call family, say your goodbyes or whatever? And they're like, no, coronavirus is a hoax, this isn't real, I don't need to call anybody. And then they pass away.
Right.
And it's like,
Death is not a hoax.
Yeah.
It's like, yo,
you must have seen that same clip my wife seen, because she said right up to the person was ventilated, they were saying that she didn't have coronavirus.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Tom Hanks got it. D.L. Hughley got it. Jeremiah got it.
I got
A
it.
lot of people.
Jonathan got it.
Yeah.
You can't say you don't know anybody who got it.
Right.
Everybody knows if it's not somebody who you're related to, it's a friend or a
Right.
friend of a friend, like, 7 degrees of separation. Everybody
Right.
knows somebody
Yeah.
Right.
who's gotten it at this point.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think I told you guys before, but my football coach back home, my little league football coach, his whole family got it too. His son, his 12-year-old son, and his wife. And his wife was in the hospital, ICU, ventilated for 2 weeks or more.
Mm-hmm.
And right now to this day, she has some like residual effects, like still cough, and I think she said she got drop foot. And basically what drop foot is when you pick up your foot, your the walk, your foot usually will come up, your toe will come up off the ground, but her foot actually
She can't push her toe up.
Right.
Wow.
She can't push her toe up. And that didn't happen till after she got out of the hospital from coronavirus.
It's
I mean, how do you explain that?
Something's going on. Whether you want to believe this stuff or not,
Right.
this is something.
That's scary.
Something's
because
going on.
You think that you know what there is to know about it, and then you find out all these different things.
Yeah.
These different ways that people are being affected. That's another reason why I'm like, how can you really make a vaccine for this when you don't really even understand?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
happening.
We don't know enough about it.
You don't know what
enough
are the
about it.
long-term effects on people. You don't know. Maybe all of these symptoms that they have are going to go away. Maybe they won't.
Maybe it's
they'll get
permanent.
worse.
Yeah.
You never
Maybe
really
it's permanent,
know.
yeah.
And it's affecting some people are getting it and getting better, getting it again.
Yeah.
Right.
And some people get it asymptomatic.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't your experience. You had some symptoms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
some
my
people-
cousin back home, one of my cousins back home got it. He lost his smell and taste. Another cousin back home got it, and he lost his smell, I think. And that's it. Yeah.
But you're all right now.
I'm good now, man.
You're good now.
Good. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Like, it's scary, man. It's like I really was tearing up when I got the diagnosis, because it was like, what have I did to my family? You feel what I'm
And
saying?
you don't know what's going to happen.
Right. You know, like,
Because-
dude, what did I do? Like, I risked my family with this coronavirus. Like it's not a good feeling, man.
And it
not
wasn't
a good
intentional. It wasn't anything
Right,
intentional.
right,
It was just
Right.
The
you.
daycare kids were worried for you. You got a lot of calls from us while you were
Right.
homesick. They were really all worried for you,
Yeah.
and for you more than everybody else. You know, they were worried for everybody else, but they missed the kids there.
Yeah.
But they were really worried about you getting better. They love you.
Right.
Jonathan is a celebrity at the daycare. They get excited when they see him coming, and they called. Even the
Yeah, they
littlest
did.
one.
They did, man. They
2-year-old.
FaceTime me.
Mhm.
Duo me, man. It was those are good times, man. Just talking to people. Just getting encouragement.
Knowing
the
that you
encouragement was
loved,
good.
man. Knowing that you
Mhm.
loved. You
Yeah,
are
that's what's
loved.
up.
It's just like, I'm telling you, man, you get that crap, especially when you have symptoms, you just think about what can happen.
Mm-hmm. And like, you hear about over 200,000 deaths, and it's like,
you think about what can happen, man. Like,
so, are there any things in your life that you have changed or feel pushed to change since you've had that experience, a near-death experience? Because you don't know when you get it how it's going to affect you. So it's like, even though you guys really lead a very healthy lifestyle, and you really do take like a lot of precautions, but it's like, I can only imagine like getting it, even though I didn't think that was going to happen to you. I don't know what frame of mind it put you in, but it is a near-death experience because you don't know how it's going to affect you. So now that has happened, how are there any things that you doing differently or plan on doing differently?
Shoot, I try to love differently already. You know what I mean? But just even being more patient with the kids is kind of crazy. Like, and definitely never going out of the house, outside of the people that I'm already close to without a mask on. Just I'm not doing that again.
Right?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm thinking between the vending machine and using a public bathroom.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about going inside of stores that I'm very conscious of is touching the doors and things like that. You see me do it. You see me do it. I carry a little spray hand sanitizer in my bag, and everything that I touch, after I touch it when I'm out, I clean my hands, because even though I'm wearing a mask, and I only, like, we went out yesterday and I only had my mask off when I was right by you guys, near another person. I was like, oh, right. Outside of that, my mask is on if I'm outside. And even when if I go into the grocery store, 9 times out of 10, I order my groceries online. But if I go to the grocery store and I get in the car, when I get in the car, after touching that door, I clean my hands.
Yes.
I clean my phone off, and wipe the same napkin now with the hand sanitizer over the straps of my bag because you don't realize how much you touch your face and your hands unconsciously after touching something like that. And I feel like it could have been something like that because you're very careful about who you're around.
And that's the thing too, is we keep hand sanitizer in our car.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get in, it's like, kids, bam, 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 bam. We shooting everybody up. And we put that hand sanitizer on as soon as we get in the car. Like,
but I mean, like, just right, like in that moment of you touch this thing, and then you touch,
right?
Your face.
Yeah.
Just that 1
quick.
second, just that quick. I try to be super conscious of it now, because that's something that changed it for me. Because I'm like, oh my God, they're so careful. Like, how could this happen? It made me be more conscious. It made me be extra super cautious. I don't go anywhere besides, being around you guys. And it made me, I started getting a little stir crazy, from being in the house all the time, not going anywhere, and trying to venture out a little bit more, but being safe about it. And you'd be surprised at how many people you see not realizing you could kill somebody.
Right.
You could kill somebody because you could have had it and been fine, and then the next person, their body can't take it.
Right.
And they're out there with no mask on, just all willy-nilly and not giving a care. It's like, if you want to do that, stay amongst yourself and your people. Don't go out amongst other people and put them at risk because you want to believe whatever you want to believe. You think it's a hoax, it's a game, whatever. That has definitely changed for me, just from me seeing your experience. Like, oh, I need to be a little more careful. As careful as I thought I was being, I could be more careful than I'm being.
Yeah, it's so fun, man.
And even so, just act like it's a flu season. I mean, it is a flu season technically. So just like you would cover your mouth, just just be cautious in that way. Just pretend, even if you don't believe in the coronavirus, just be like, yo, this is like the flu.
Right.
And just proceed that way.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's common sense, but how many times have you been in a car and seen somebody with their hand all the way up their nose, while you in traffic? Like, like we can't see you. We can see you.
Yeah.
We see you. So if people are not even being careful about picking their boogers in the car, I'm sure they're not being as careful, when it comes to this.
What I would say is, if you love thy neighbor, be cautious.
They don't love their neighbor.
They don't love their neighbor.
Well, they don't even love themselves. They don't even love themselves enough to be careful to wear a mask.
Yeah, but if that's a lot of them, that's what they believe, though.
I don't care if it is imaginary sickness. I don't want it. I don't want it for imaginary either.
If you love your country, and you love thy neighbor, cover your mouth, wear a mask, do what's necessary to,
even if you don't love it.
Even if you don't. Yeah.
Stay your punk ass in the house.
Right. Even if you hate me. Right. Go ahead and hate me in the privacy of your home.
Yeah. Right. Cough all around your yard. Don't cough over here. Right.
Is there any advice you would give to anyone?
Man, just
if they
be careful. Just be careful, man. If you contract it, definitely. The first sign, like even the little itchy throat, man, just stay at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and expect that you got the coronavirus for real. Because like I said, it was like a day or two after that my throat started like kind of itchy a little bit. Not even coughing, just, like every so often, like, dude, I'm about to get a cold. Nah, dog, that's the coronavirus. But just as soon as you get that, man, just go ahead and either get tested immediately, stay in the house, go ahead and quarantine. Most everybody's jobs is going to let them stay home anyway and going to pay them if they get the coronavirus. So go ahead and stay home and use that coronavirus code that you get from your job. It's going to get you paid until you find out what's up.
Talk about what taking the test was like, because people say it is really painful to get that test.
It's very uncomfortable. I would say close to pain. So my wife's a nurse, so when we went to Walgreens, they actually give you the swab. There's a swab probably about 6, 7, 8 inches long. And then they give you the swab for you to do this the nasal swab,
which is crazy to me, because what if you do it wrong?
Because you do it wrong, or like not go far enough. Because that's what my wife's like, dude, I'm coming with you and I'm gonna do it for you because I know how to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so if they having people doing it on their own and they're not doing it right, and then it says negative, but they really have it.
Yeah.
But see, the thing is, people were complaining that the professionals were doing it wrong too.
Yeah,
because it hurt. That's why.
It hurt.
Because it hurt.
Complain about
it was
that.
very uncomfortable.
Right. So if you're gonna complain about that, now they're like, oh, okay, you do it yourself.
Right. Yeah. So I had my wife do it, and it was very, very uncomfortable. I was ready for her to finish. I was like, hurry up, babe.
She rough too. She rough.
Nope, I'm going to do it right. I'm like, oh, gosh.
She didn't comb my hair out before. She don't care about your feelings.
So she poked your brain?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Really? That's what it felt like?
No, I didn't feel like that. Near my eye socket.
That's right.
But it was deep. It went far in there.
I was waiting for you to say that's what she said. I was waiting for you to say it. That was a perfect opportunity.
I'm not going to say it.
But you were thinking it.
I was thinking it, though, yeah. Well, I am glad that you're okay.
Yeah, man.
So glad.
Thank you, yeah.
So glad.
Can't just the thought of my kids growing up without me, dude.
Yeah.
Don't even put that in the air.
Yeah, that jumps
right. Check it out, The Formula Production, Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at The Formula Pod. Look out for us on YouTube. all that jazz. Follow me at Speechless417, SPEECHLESS 417 on all the platforms.
Yep. You can follow me at Boot Leach, BOOTLEACH, on both Twitter and Instagram.
All right. So the conclusion is coronavirus is real.
Corona is real.
It's a real thing. And going through surgery is real.
Yes. Nah, man.
So, but it's good to see you.
Yeah, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see everybody.
You look good, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I look like the zombie apocalypse. Look like I was straight out of Walking Dead a few weeks ago. Look like Rick Grimes was at me a few weeks ago.
But good to know that you're okay and that your family's okay.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro.
Everything's good.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Till next time. Faith, dream, hustle, repeat.
That's the formula.
Don't ever let them bring you down, cause then you'll be on a level. Listen, I'm never giving up. Stand your ground, don't get too comfortable or too settled. Listen, I'm never giving up. When you hit rock bottom, it's only one way to go. Listen, I'm never giving up. Everybody got problems, how you handle them, no. Yeah, listen.